With the NASCAR 2025 season just around the corner, I decided to give my predictions to the most qualified F1 fan who has never watched NASCAR. With Joey Logano as the reigning champ, I gave him a bye into the championship this year, even if I personally don't agree with that decision. Like and subscribe if you like, and on with the video. So that is the holding title of like who's winning, who won last year is gonna probably get in next year. But then after that, I have a group of people called it the F it, they're gonna be there. And the first one I have is Denny Hamlin, which is in the Joe Gibbs team, and he's kind of the poster boy for the people that hate NASCAR. Jesus.
Wow, normally you're safe in those situations coming out of the pits.
Yeah, I don't know what happened yet.
We just pick maneuvered on exit. So when you say like, does that mean what I think it means essentially?
He is he is the most hated driver at the moment. He is a very rough around the edges character, I guess,
Hmm.
where he will get angry when he's losing and stuff like that. But that's also the reason why people love some drivers. So it's just kind of like choose your pick. But a lot of people dislike him because of how vocal he is outside, and he has a podcast that he talks about the race that he was just in the week before,
I'm
and
sure an
like things
unbiased
like that,
perspective.
and a very unbiased perspective.
Hmm. Not at all with strong opinions, I can imagine, about his competitors and the rules.
I hate the guy, and he's kind of just like some of the things that he talks about makes me angry. But he is also the poster boy for the people that hate NASCAR because he is currently suing NASCAR
Oh,
for antitrust issues.
wow. How does that work?
There is a big thing with the charter agreement that everybody had to sign. That even people in Hendrick said that they didn't really want to, but they felt like they were forced into signing, allegedly.
Hmm.
And the lawsuit right now is actually going really well into the team's favor.
Brilliant.
I love this. I'm so good at this game.
This is going well. I think you may have actually gained a few positions, although you may lose about all of them in a second. How many cars? Sorry, how many cars are on? Is it 36?
I
No,
think it should be
40.
40 in this game, 40 or 42.
For 2002. That is so impressive.
Yeah. Well, now with the 36 cars, there's actually rumors, and I think this could go this way, is that to 2026 there is talks of Honda getting into NASCAR.
Oh wow.
And if they do get into NASCAR, I would hope at least that they give it back to the 40 car like amount of people, because it makes no sense really, or over 40 cars. I mean, because at this point there's really 36 starters right now or something like that. And so there would have to be more charter teams if there were Honda, or some teams would just change the Honda, which I could not see happen very easily.
I imagine because they do they currently supply an engine or are they just
Yeah,
do they have
they
to make their own?
so NASCAR has their like you buy our parts type thing.
Hmm.
And so like the engine comes from the manufacturer, but then every single other part on the car comes from NASCAR. And then it's up to the
Uh,
teams to figure out how they're gonna work that.
so the engine's kind of one of the areas you could get an advantage at.
This is such a bad game to be doing while while I'm doing
Who would
this.
have thought turning left, only turning left would take so much concentration?
How would you feel if you're doing nothing, you're just going straight, and you randomly turn hard right into people?
A little
Um,
surprised because they do like to stick their nose in, which I'm impressed by.
and then the next person in the fuck it they're in is Kyle Larson. Everybody in the world knows Kyle Larson.
Even I know who Kyle Larson is.
He is the man that thinks that he could beat Max Verstappen in any race.
A bold claim, it must be said, but I'm sure he could, in his own domain, I'm sure he would probably beat Verstappen
Yeah, in
in
a
these cars.
NASCAR race, I don't think he would in
Anything
street
else?
races. And I don't think he would. I don't know. In open wheel, he was good in the Indy 500, but that was about it.
He was good in that. Actually, there's a moment I actually feared he might win it, to be honest, and then he sped into the pit lane, and that kind of
Yeah,
ruined it. But yeah, he was annoyingly impressive in Indy. So yeah, he didn't. I know he was trying to make the was it the Charlotte 400 or something the same day as.
yeah. The Charlotte. It is possible. Actually, the guy that I'm driving right now is the only person that in history that has been able to do it.
Oh damn!
Um,
Did I see a dinosaur in front of that car?
yeah.
so so Kyle Larson, would you say he's the most famous NASCAR driver at the moment, and he's
Yeah, I
well known?
wrote him down as he's a Hendrick driver, and I wrote it down as he is the poster boy for NASCAR.
Oh,
I feel like he's kind of like the what NASCAR wants drivers to be is someone like
so not
him.
Denny Hamlin.
Not Denny Hamlin. Well, they also like a Denny Hamlin. They also like a Kyle Larson. Like they want their outspoken people. They just don't want their Denny Hamlins in the sense of they don't want them to talk crap about them. And Denny Hamlin does a lot of
Or
that.
sue them.
And it's Souza. And he's just obviously gonna be there. Like that's just gonna happen. The next one is the number 12 in Ryan Blaney. He is also a Penske driver and was damn near close of getting the win last year over the Penske driver Logano. So it was basically Penske versus Penske for 90% of the last race.
Always a difficult position to put your team in when you've got two against, because the thing you could do is you could end up trying to so hard try and beat the other one that the other one that isn't a Penske ends up winning.
He was the one that I was rooting for to win last year.
Seemed like the
Um,
underdog, wasn't he?
kind of. He won the championship the year before.
Oh,
So this would have been the first back-to-back wins in a long time, especially for like his first back-to-back win because it would be his second win for the championship.
for how many titles are I like you see multiple people with seven? It feels like there would be more instances of back to back championships.
Yeah, there's three in the whole history of NASCAR. There's Dale Earnhardt Sr., then there's Richard Petty, and then there's Jimmy Johnson, and then everybody else. Ryan Blaney though just kind of deserves that place. Then the last one of the like fuck it they're gonna be there is the 45 of Tyler Reddick. He is in 2311 Racing and is so Denny Hamlin owns 2311 Racing with Michael Jordan.
Is that not a conflict of interest?
Um I mean he drives for Penske, but he
Yeah.
owns a different team.
Shouldn't he
It's not
drive for the one he owns? Because that's understandable, but now, like, wouldn't that be a conflict of interest if he drives for another team while owning another team?
somewhat there is a slight conflict of interest where he wants himself to win, but also like if he's out, he can focus on his duties of being an owner and work with his team. It's all good. He's good at the game of playing both sides. Tyler Reddick, he is probably the best overall pick for 2311. There is the another person on 2311 that I'm gonna have down on the later on this list, but 2311 right now is in that legal battle, and we don't know if they're gonna have a third charter next time at all. Anyways, Tyler Reddick was one of the people that
Hello,
got
race
very
fans, and
close
welcome
to the
to
last
Atlanta Motor
rounds
Speedway for the
of
Cracker Barrel 500.
the playoffs last
Here's your
year
starting lineup.
and genuinely rooted for
Starting off,
him outside of Ryan Blaney. I barely tapped the left and it just like shot me left,
It knows where you need to go.
I guess.
It was a different oval. Let me see.
Yeah, this is Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Isn't it a lot more of an oval?
Oval.
Oval. Oh, is the pit lane on the right? Oh no, it's on the left. I was looking at the track map. I was like, is that pit lane going to the right? That would be the weirdest thing on the
That'd be
left.
hilarious.
Imagine how dangerous that would be.
Just going on the outside lane.
Yeah, every single time. Swipe across.
uh, this is impossible to keep in your lane. And also, I like don't care that I'm slamming into people. I also should not have changed the how long the races are because I don't want to do this for 32 laps.
Well, they're shorter laps, to be fair. To be fair, we've only got through, what, 4 people?
Mhm.
I do apologize.
It is me cheating and just being able to just hold the gas button.
Tends to work quite well, I must say.
I'm doing pretty well at crashing this 90
This is
too.
much better. So Tyler
Uh,
Reddick, he's in essentially.
yeah, he is the last person. Yeah, he's going to be there. He did very well last year. And should be looked at for like they it very well could be in the Carlson race.
So you'd say uh, Logano, Hamlin, Larson, and Reddick, and who is the Blaney? They you'd say they're all locks.
They're all going to be around. I think the only one out of those is Logano that could technically be. I would have put him in my wild card if he wasn't already just the champion last year. And that is his third championship. So it's not like he's a bad driver. It's just he doesn't always win when it's needed. And then when he doesn't need it, he wins and it's kind of an upset. So it's not always the best way he wins.
You're kind of left thinking like, this person should have won instead.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Why are you still here? Bye bye.